Alright, we are back into spoilers. Let's do this. What is up, people? Big Guy Z up in here once again, and in this video I'm gonna give you everything spoilers with the movie Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Well, not everything spoilers, but you know, most things. Now, if you just want my standard spoiler-free look at things, just head over to my spoiler-free review. I'll post a link to that video in all the right places. So, we get our first look at the night bus, emergency transportation for the abandoned witch or wizard. The outside looked pretty decent enough, but the inside, however, kinda looked like a 1930s hospital with a chandelier. Ian Brown, lead singer of the rock band The Stone Roses, makes a surprising yet random cameo appearance as a wizard in the leaky cauldron. Aww, looks like a Harry Potter superfan's wish finally came true. Now, one of the books that Harry has for his studies is the Book of Monsters. But here's the thing, the book itself is an actual monster. Like, why? Come on guys, I know everything Muggle is supposed to be inferior, but sometimes less is more. Just remember, Hogwarts, if it weren't for Muggle plumbing, the students and professors will just be relieving themselves over any corner they could find. How scary were those Dementors though? They looked like the Dark Riders from the Lord of the Rings movies. The way one of them tried to suck Harry's soul from him was like Luigi trying to catch a ghost with his vacuum cleaner. In this movie, we get our first look at the new Dumbledore, played by Michael Gambon. Gambon replaces his predecessor Richard Harris after his death in 2002. Now this Dumbledore is a bit sterner, more authoritative. Sure, he still has that bias towards Harry and his friends, but you do get that feeling that he's the boss. There was one time in the movie where he's a bit of a he deliberately taps Ron's injured leg while Ron desperately tries to hold back the screams. We get a first look at Buckbeak the Hippogriff. At first I thought he looked kinda small, but then I saw him in another shot and I thought, okay. Although Hagrid wearing a coat of dead ferrets was a tad unsettling. Draco is back with a new boy band haircut, although I did chuckle when Draco pranked Harry by screaming, "Dementor, Dementor!" and Harry got shook. Harry didn't have worried though. Draco received that karma in the form of a brutal sucker punch by Hermione. Draco's head gets knocked back against actual stone. Like, damn, Granger! There's also a part where Harry Potter and co see what they think is Buckbeak getting executed. Hermione then gets upset and turns to Ron for a shoulder to cry on, and then they're in some sort of, embrace. And then Harry gives this awkward side hug to Hermione while she's crying, and I'm looking at that thinking, third wheeling much, Harry? Okay, now for some proper story spoilers. Professor Lupin is a werewolf, and quite a malnourished werewolf at that. Also, it turns out that Ron's pet rat Scabbers was actually former Hogwarts student Peter Pettigrew, played by Timothy Spall. Pettigrew was the true traitor and perpetrator of the crimes that Sirius Black was locked up in Azkaban for. Which leads me to a very interesting plot hole. If Pettigrew was Scabbers this whole time, then how come the Weasley twins Fred and George never noticed him with Ron on the Marauders map? That rat has been with the Weasley family for over a decade, and it's hardly left Ron's side since he's at Hogwarts. Maybe they just didn't care? Look, I know that Fred and George can be souls at the best of times, but they really didn't think he was worth bringing up? Okay. Now, I've already mentioned in the spoiler video for the Azkaban book how absurd it was that Hogwarts would give Hermione the actual power of time travel just so she can catch up with all of her schoolwork. But when Harry and Hermione go on their time-travelling quest to save Buckbeak and Sirius, one flick of a wand and Hermione breaks Sirius free from his cage. Why wasn't the cage enchanted somehow? And why wasn't there any Dementor security? Sirius Black was a prisoner who escaped Azkaban. I'm surprised he didn't break out himself. I think I'll round up this spoiler talk video with this final freeze frame. It's right at the end of the movie and it's just Harry Potter having the time of his life. Will he pull that face again? Probably not, but I'm sure we will find out soon enough. Well, that concludes my spoiler talk video for Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, like, and comment in the comment section below your favourite moments from the movie. Next up, we have the 4th entry in the saga, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. But until then, lay a toast.